So let's shift to the portfolio project. One of the things we see when we go to college campuses around America is that they're struggling to help students find work once they've graduated, particularly work related to their field. Lots of reasons for that, right? The economy's not great anymore. A lot of times students are coming to college less prepared for the work world than used to be the case 10 or 15 years ago. Their expectations are different. The other thing we see on college campuses is that the departments that impact a student's ability to be successful don't work together. You've got admissions influencing students. You've got career services influencing students, student services. How about the teachers and faculty, right? And then there's the administration. With all of these different departments working in fundamentally different directions, it's hard to drive that common result. And the other thing we see is college campuses have the opportunity to influence outcomes from the start all the way to graduation and, in fact, even beyond graduation. But instead, they're focusing on these moments late in the student's career. So how can we bring all of that together? Well, I'll steal a phrase from Hillary Clinton, who said, "It takes a village." In this case, it truly takes the campus village to support those employment outcomes. If everybody is involved and everybody's vested, involved means they're actively involved in engaging students, and vested means some portion of their compensation plan or their performance appraisal is tied to employment outcomes, then you have a fundamentally different thing. You have a village working together. The portfolio project is geared towards 14 different tactics, supported by 4 key programs: the implementation program, a communication program that helps to build strength around the program overall, the reports and analytics program, so what are we studying, what are our key success measures that go along with that, and finally, compensation and rewards. So let's start at the beginning of the student life cycle. The first thing we're recommending is during the admissions process, we implement a contract with the student. So before they ever even start school, it's mandatory. They must sign this contract in order to begin class. The contract says 3 simple things. The first is, I'm coming to college in order to gain the skills and knowledge I need to become employed in my field after I graduate. The second thing says, I'm going to take advantage of the resources on campus in order to become employed. I'm going to work with career services. Even after I graduate, I'm going to engage the career services department, take their phone calls, and partner with them to become employed. And the third thing says, ultimately, I know as a student that it's my responsibility to get a job. And this has to be filled out during the enrollment process. So that's the employment commitment in a nutshell. Yeah, question?
Yes, won't admissions resist this? How do you get buy-in from them?
That is a great question. How do you get buy-in from admissions? Oftentimes admissions doesn't want you fiddling in their soup, right? What we've learned, and this is an important thing, how you talk to the admissions people about implementing this contract is very important. Positioning it correctly, but then also executing it properly. It can't be a discouragement to the student. You know, you've got to do this in order to become employed, but rather we're here to support you, but know that it's your responsibility. What we're seeing in all of the campuses that have implemented this so far is that students are more likely to start school, not less likely. They take the college more seriously. They think they're coming to a school that cares about them and that is interested in their outcomes, and they're more likely to feel good about the decision to come to your college, and we see higher start rates. So it's had a great impact. Thank you for your question.